What up, you guys? Everybody's coming across that collection. It's gonna be cheap later. Yeah, DC. What's up, Ziggy? Kilo, nah, bro. I'm trying to save that money, man. I gotta buy. Echo. Nah, but like, I'm really trying to get all the stuff that I need, bro. Just follow my videos, bro. Just bake buddy how I bake buddy. It works. Example. Go to marketplace. Go buy me. It's not even hard to make $1 million, bro. See what I can get. Salvage all this. See what I do? This is what I do, bro. If you want to make money, this is exactly what I'm doing. Enhance that. It's selfish to us to like watch. You want to make money so easily. You want to make money efficiently. See all this, right? I don't need this anymore. So there's really no need to have the gear, right? Okay, everything's modded. See? Let me go back to up here. With the mod here. Just say, see? Go back to it. It's not what I'm expecting. For that sale. See, for that, for example, that's $500,000, almost $500,000. Right? That's what you do, bro. People need this for their augment system. I'm gonna do it until I get to 20. See, like that one right there. And if I do sell it, that's more than $1 million right there. It's easy, bro. It just makes it lame when you kind of always try to ask somebody, even though it's $1 million. It's just if you study and look at how people do it, like how I'm doing it, you're gonna sell your item, man. You just gotta be patient. See, that one's expensive. You got a tree, whatever it is. See, I already got my money back. Watch. It's gonna come back to me. Wait, I did say 20, so. This. Go for the OP chest piece. I mean, enhanced. Go for discourse collection. always go for the collections because there seem to be a little bit more. No, okay. Okay, so he's okay. So the dude is trying to have me buy, bro. Kilo, I'm trying to explain to you how to do it. I'm not gonna buy it, bro. It's just I'm showing you guys how to do it properly. I already have everything, so I'll only open 20 just because I have it. But what I'm saying is, just grind on how I do things, man. If you look on how I buy things, how I get things, if you don't want to buy the time capsules, you don't want to spend money, save your stabilizer keys, man. I'm serious. If you save your stabilizer keys, I'm gonna go do that raid, not raid, but fragment factory real quick after I'm done with this. If you really want something out of a style, man, or a time capsule, bro, save your time capsules to 40 plus or 60. Then once you open the 60 to 40 stabilizer time capsules with the keys, you're more likely gonna get what you want. If you keep asking people, can you buy me this, can you buy me this, it's only $1 million, it's only 500,000. It's just the fact and how like you're just trying to ask, like when you could do it yourself. You know what I mean? And to me, that's lazy. You're not trying, bro. So you see this? I sold all these things, right? I had to put down some money to put it in the auction, but over time I got the money. And you just gotta be patient, bro. You just can't expect people to do it for you. Like when people try to go on raids and try to get carried for skill points, for armor, or whatever, just to run through the raid, it kind of throws out the game. Like, what's the point of playing if you're not gonna try? You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say about that, but that's just the truth. See right there. Let's see how fast this goes. All these collections. 700. 647. Okay. You see what I'm doing? It's because I'm gonna get the money, of course. It's just I'm patient with it. I'm not gonna assume it's gonna come out real fast because it might not happen that way. You know what I mean? I'm just selling it a little bit cheaper than anybody else. And that's how you have to grind, man. You just gotta study. You can't expect people to just give you stuff. It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. Like, you should be wanting to grind. You see this right here? If you do this every day, save your keys. Don't even open 10. If you have 10 time capsules, save them. Wait until you get 40. Wait until you get 50. Then when you get this, the stabilizer fragments, you get your 15 keys. That's one. That's 4 to 3 days, depending on how often you do it. It's 3 days. That's 3 days of getting the stabilizers. Do it for a whole month. That's about, what, 7, 8 keys? Save it for your, like, favorite time capsule. Save it for the style that you want your character to look. If you really want that style from the time capsule, you want that aura, you want the material, save it for that time capsule. Don't just open 10 time capsules just because you have it. You know? So you get the 6. You do it every day. You're good. It's easy. You just gotta save those time capsules, and save the stabilizers. That's all you have to do. It's not hard. Then when you have enough, then start opening them. See, I don't have enough for the 6 because I don't really need them, but just do what you can make out of it, man. Yeah, it is a longer process, but like it's just how you grind. You know what I mean? Like you have to try. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It just takes the whole fun out of it. Cause like one day, what if you do get what you want and you earned it. You know what I mean? It feels better because you know how to do it. I don't know, something. I just put them on my market, right? And there you go. I already sold 3 items. 4. See? It's easy. Gotta be patient though. And you can see that people are buying my stuff because it is cheaper. So like, so if you really want to get to knowing how to sell items, just do it like how I'm doing it. Everybody else is selling it for a certain amount. You want to make sure that you're cheaper than all this. Not too cheap where you're ripping yourself off because you know you can get more, but you know that you're not as expensive as everybody else. Candy. Nah. Okay. Selling this because I don't need it. officially selling 55 items. And that's gonna go by quick. Because look at that. It's already being bought. Like crazy. That's how you actually really do this. Ziggy, I'm cool. I'm glad that I can make you make you feel that way, bro. I try, man. I just try to give people advice so that they can get as strong as me, or stronger. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. So my thoughts about the candy trick or treat box. It's actually good because like you get extra rewards instead of just like on a raid when you get a weekly bonus. It's a weekly bonus, but it's like a constant thing. You get 3 every day. I have a lot. I still need to get the candy, but I need to fill these up and then start absorbing them. But here's the thing, buddy. When it comes to actually using these, what you want to make sure of too, when you update these, there's 2 levels. There's always going to be 2 levels. You see this? There's 2 rankings. You want to kind of max it out as much as possible. So don't see how it's requiring 150. Put more than that. You know what I mean? I have more than that. So because if you max it out, you have a better chance of getting something cool. You know what I mean? If you only rank it up 1 level and then use the candy, you only get a couple items. You see what I'm saying? But if you max it out completely, you have a higher chance of getting something more rare. You know what I mean? It gave me aura before. So, yeah. That's how you would do it. See what artifact. Like, you see this? You see how it requires 12,336? Well, this is what I do. I get the highest ones, highest rank ones, 600, 600, 800. There's 2 slots left over. So I get these. See? A little bit more of a boost. And then I leave these alone because these are not worth really a lot. So I wait in either if it's 500 or 1,000 points. When it is, then I start stocking them up in here. That way it boosts us up a little bit more efficient. You know what I mean? This is my recommendation. When you do start to more of your artifacts and your augments. You want to make sure that well, I'm doing it for feats, so it's kind of like a little bit off and on about how I do it. But what I recommend, because of how I studied it, I have 3 artifacts. Well, 4 for the soda for my tank. But I have 3 artifacts that I have for my tank and my DPS. So when I level up, or when you level up your artifacts from now on, what I recommend is every time you level each artifact, you want to do it by 2 or 3 levels. So let's say I started it over. Let's say it's at level 20. Let's say it's at level 20 right now. I want to make sure that this artifact is level 20. This artifact is level 20. That way your power debuff, your health debuff, whatever the artifact supports you with your power, then you want to make sure that they're all balanced. Nothing is too dominant over the other one. So this one shouldn't be over 100. This one shouldn't be just 40. This one shouldn't be 20. It shouldn't work like that. It should be 20, 20, 20. And if you want to level up properly, 24, 24, 24. You know what I'm saying? And then you go from there to 24, you go to 30, 30, 30, 30. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to your other role. It changes. Yeah, if he changes. So, like, you see the artifact I was talking about was the soda, is this. It goes to level 8, but it takes a lot of my F metals, so I don't planning on really updating it as much. But you see this? This one's a little off because I'm really focusing on the feats. But once I'm done with that, I'll make everything more balanced. But yeah, this is basically what I'm talking about. If you do it this way, make sure you kind of focus on all pretty much 6 artifacts. You actually get stronger. And when it comes to your augments is a lot easier because it's a lot more approachable with like upgrading, because it doesn't take as long as for artifacts. Artifacts, it takes longer because the F metals. So your imp metals, and then when it comes to your augment system helps on your armor. Basically, that's basically the main focus on it. Like, what is the credibility for it? Like self healing, self generation, or whatever it is. Might, precision, dominance, stuff like that. I have them for both my roles, tank, fire tank, and fire DPS. So these are for my tank, and these are for my DPS. And it's power based because I'm a power uh, fire DPS. I don't focus on precision. I don't use weapon as much. Okay. Same with this part. This is just basically just an extra boost towards like your role. You know what I mean? Not more of your power, but just more of like the support for your armor. Okay? So this is all basically just for your tank, because that's basically what it's for. Controller tank for the dominance. And then for the might, it's pretty much for the same thing. It's for damage, for power. So it's just the kind of like a support boost. You know what it is? So that support boost goes all here. These two, like I was talking about, and these four for the rest of the gear. So this actually just helps you, support like your main role. Period. Like, it helps your armor get a little bit stronger, and then instead of just uh, equipping mods, detaching mods from your gear, they took that away, and they made it where the system, it's always with you. The gear system, where you have your augments and then you have your gear. Every time you have your new gear, you always want to just mod it with specific mods that relate to your power loadouts, correct? So what they did, which made more sense to, I guess, everybody and me, is where they kept a system where it upgrades your armor, and the artifacts upgrade your power, but like you're not just kind of always grinding and replacing it with the same thing. Not grinding for specific toolkits to remove your mods. They took that away. It's too aggravating and too repetitive, so it gets annoying. So the system that they did with the augment system and the artifact system and gameplay itself, it's better. Like the way they did it, on how they reconstructed it, and how it balances your character's true power, how you get the generator mods connected to it, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, it's cool. You know what I mean? People have their own opinions, but it's just on how you play. You know what I mean? And what I like about the augments, those little fragments, you could always sell in the broker, like I was doing earlier. Make money. If you don't need them, you could just sell it in the broker. I already have 65 mil already. What was that, 59? You see, like that. Like, do exactly how I play. Like, for example, you want to play at your pace, do this. Bundles and episodes. Go there. See all these episodes? episode 23, 21, 19, 20, 17. All these are really cheap. If you start from the beginning and bought this, let's say you're a new member, or you're somebody new, but you don't want to pay the membership, this at least is what, $2, $1.99 for each episode. Complete the feats. Fight for the light. Let's say I was a new member and bought this. I didn't buy the membership, but I just bought this content. Fight for the light. Go to my feats, deeds. Go to your feats. Then what you want to do is you go to all the way down, scroll down all the way to episodes, and then you see the fight for the light. I completed all that. Once you completed all that and you've done everything that has required you to get the skill points, then I would recommend you buy the next episode. You know what I'm saying? That way you don't spend so much money and time on what you can have automatically. Because once you buy the DLC, you don't have to pay for that anymore. It's yours. But when you buy a membership, you're just paying monthly to unlock everything. That's the only difference. There you go. I know a lot about this game, man. I try to give as best advice I can think of at the top of my head, but everybody has their own opinion. So it's like I don't want to step on anybody's toes because this game is meant to be fun. So I don't take anything serious. You can't, you know what I mean? Like it's nonsense if you do. If you're trying to get a certain collection, you don't think you'll ever get it, you will. It just that one day that it does come around, you never expect it, you know? But yeah, you just, like really have to have fun. Like play every single raid, play every single mission, play even PvP. People don't like it because of the broken system. Yeah, I know. But if you just kind of just studying how to fight other people in general, you become a stronger player in itself. Because you strategize on how to counter people's attacks in the future. So when you do get good gear, and let's say they do fix it, you're already a pro. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I appreciate the support, Ziggy. I really do, bro. I really do, man. Thank you. Like with this, I want more F medals, right? For my artifact for my DPS. Switch to my DPS. And do some raids. Watch. I know I'm like a lone wolf. I know. It's just because like I really don't like being told what to do. I don't like telling people what to do. They need help with like a suggestion or like how to do it. type thing, then yeah. But like with me, I'm a rogue, bro. Like I don't like to kind of constantly tell people how to play the game when it's funner and have a better experience when you actually kind of figure it out. Like for example, this is the kind of reason why I play like this. Um, when I first started in 2012, you know, low levels they suck. You kind of don't know what you're doing. You're lost. Kind of like trying to figure out what to do, how to make a league, how to get a base, how to get started, what raids to complete, how to set up the gear from PvP to PvE. What's the armory? You know, the simple stuff. I had to figure that out myself. And I asked a lot of people, can you help me with this? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How do I do this? Not a lot of people responded. I was kind of getting irritated. I stopped playing because nobody told me how to play or showed me how to play. I'm like, gosh, whatever. I gave up. And then I started seeing YouTube videos on how to do certain things. And this is a long time ago, so I'm just going by kind of what I remember, like I thought. They said that like if you really want to play this game, you're gonna have to like figure it out, find what you want, and study what you want. What they mean by that is always look at how to research it. Google it, YouTube it, find the specific style, cape, um, aura, material. You gotta study what it is. Then once you know what it is, you know what the collections are. You work on the broker to see if it's affordable. You know what I mean? Like you would just kind of break down on what you would actually want. You know. But if you go play throughout like that throughout the game, you actually become more knowledgeable. Because instead of having people giving you stuff, having like to and expect people to help you out and carry you out throughout the game, it takes the fun out of the game. But if you kind of just take a minute and kind of study on what to do, how to play, like any other game, to be really good at playing something by studying it, by practicing the moves, the combos, the puzzles, whatever. It's like repetition. The same thing with this game. But the thing about this game is you get rewarded for the trophies. Other games, Grand Theft Auto, any other game, that you do a trophy for like platinum. Yeah, you can get platinum on the game itself. That's cool. But let's say we got a platinum on this game, you will get a feat for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more rewarding because you earned it. You worked as a team and then you made sure that you got to the point where you grind together. But at the same time, I had to figure out everything myself. I had to be like a rogue, figure out how to fight people with different powers, how to counter them, what gears to put on, what not to mix. You're not supposed to mix your tank gear with your DPS gear. First, when I figured that out when I was playing this game, nobody taught me that. Nobody taught me how to mod or anything like that. I had to figure everything out. And then little by little, they start changing the system. And then I kind of figured it out and stayed by it. You know what I mean? That's just how I play. You know what I mean? Like, that's the same thing with my league. My league is hella chill. Everybody in my league is cool as hell. Like, they're cool. They do their own thing. They can't play video games all day. They have to work. They have to provide for their kids or do something important. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna stop them from doing that. You know what I mean? It's not my place. Yes, I'm the leader of the league, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna have to be an asshole constantly telling them how to play. You know what I mean? They do what they want when they want. They play when they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no... Oh, I do know you from somewhere, but I don't remember. A long time ago. What's up? Trying to queue up for this mission, but they're not doing anything. PvP for what?
The Sharuta marketplace, once the center of life, is now overrun by death. These were all once proud Kandaki soldiers. You must plug the aqueduct.
See, there's always people playing, no matter what. It's just always good to go back on like old content, you know? And I like getting the infidels, so it works out for me. That was fast. All their might, they can't even.
Concentrated in several wells in the city. Block these wells and preserve the flame of life.
Yeah, don't reopen it. It's not necessary. Excuse me. 3, 2, 1. Not doing the same. 3, 2, 1. Go to sleep. So hungry. What song's the bomb? Same time. You gotta do. No. 3, 2, 1. I'll take you on myself. Get out of here. Don't belong here, bro. He doesn't even give me anything anymore. Like when I run this content, I don't know. I think it's just for the F medal now. Run these ads real quick. Okay, go, go, go. 3, 2, 1. Got it. That's cool. Good job. Yeah. I'll finish you off right now.
The flow from the cursed Lazarus pit has
Awesome.
slowed. Now you must enter Black Adam's palace and face his madness. He has learned from Faust's earlier betrayals and surrounds himself with occult protection. The doors will not open until you defeat his gatekeeper. Place the heart of Anubis in the chalice to summon him.
Alright, so we have to guard. We gotta guard Classic real quick. Haven't played this raid in forever. I'm gonna say like 2 years maybe. down in here.
Question the will of Black Adam? You will pay for your insolence with your lives. Oh, sweet death, give me your strength. Let the very sands of the Kandaki Desert show your power.
Go to sleep.
The doors are open. You must beware. Black Adam holds Faust, Captain Marvel, and many others captive to fuel his desperate quest to raise Isis. He will destroy anyone who interferes with her resurrection. Transfer all of our victims' powers to me. What fool thinks to defy the will of Black Adam? If these mighty warriors could not, what hope have you?
Just kick his ass. Why you gotta... Bro, he's in, like, you weak. There's a one shot right here, look. What are you talking about? It's my one shot. Oh, you about to save, bro. Chill. Lock. Who's out?
Your soul is mine. No, the waters have been tainted. The spell's corrupted. Hear me, this is no treachery. Why?
Silence, foul leech. Live with the terrible knowledge that I shall destroy you slowly. Come, my beloved. Let the dead destroy the living. Come with me. I'd say my work here is done.
Well, well. I may have use for you in the future.
The balance.
Thanks for the save. That That was a neat trick.
Even after all the harm he has done, I pity the
Oh, cool.
Instead of
I should have the
what
leaves
he
burned.
loved, he has
Alright, let's
created
get
a
out of here.
monster. We must be ready to face Blackadder's rage when once again the world
Oh,
stands
Blood
against
Moon.
him. Perhaps finally the people
Let's
of
get out of here.
Dunk can heal.
Alright, let's go. Peace out, you guys. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you, Nightmare. So in this league, okay, we're rogues. All right, so like, you know how like we don't have our priorities just set on playing video games. Like you have other things to do in life. Like, let's say you wanted to go do your own business or work or school, whatever it is. Just know that this league is just about having fun. You know what I mean? Make the best out of it. Make your character look badass. Contribute to the league on doing those missions itself, so you can get those prestige badges. You know, stuff like that. Like, just have fun with the game. So, like, if you ever need advice or if you need an opinion on like a style, you're looking for a feat or anything like that, I'll help you with that. But if it's for us to be like rogues, where we do what the hell we want, it's not my place to keep telling you how to play the game. Because if I keep telling you how to play the game, Nightmare, it takes the whole fun out of your experience. You know what I mean? Like, it's better for you to be more badass by doing stuff on your own terms. Play whenever you feel like it. You don't have to log in every day. No, that's not what I'm saying. You play whenever you feel like it. You play just to have fun, because that's what the game is for. You know what I mean? Make your look badass. You know? Yeah, because there's a lot. No, I'm just saying this because a lot of people take the game too seriously, where they're always dependent on the league to run stuff. But it's always good to run it with other people too. Like, let's say Nightmare. Let's say you've been playing this for what, 3 or 4 years. That's just my guess. That 3 or 4 years that you played this game, you met different people, right? You met people from the past that are really good, or like old friends. If you want to go join them and like go in a raid with them, go ahead, do what you want. You know what I mean? I'm not there to stop you saying that, oh no, you have to do this stuff with the league only. Like, no, you don't. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say. The reason why I'm saying this now is because I have to go to my job to go get my check. And I'm hungry. I got the munchies and I smoked a lot. So, but yeah, welcome to the league. If you need advice about anything, about collections, or anything in general about the game, augments, artifacts, just let me know. Because I'm maxed out. I have PvP 101. You know those PvE legend tunes that we unlock, hero or villain? I unlocked all of them. Besides the alternate versions, like the different outfits. I just unlock them just for the feats. But yeah, I pretty much know hands down about the game. Like, I never been in a different power. I've only been a different power for my second tune. I only have 2 tunes, Carnage and this one. He's level like 200 or 190 or whatever, but I don't really use them. I only use them for like storage space. That's what I use my second tune for. Anything when it comes to burning missions or anything like that, or raids, feats, or anything, collections, goes always to this one. If I have a second one that I could sell in the future for a higher price, I give it to my second tune to get the collection, for the style. or for the material aura that everybody wants. And if I already have it for my main tune, I just resell it. You know what I mean? Get your money back. But yeah, I know how to make money. Let me see how much money I got now. Earlier today, I had 58 mil. I'm at 66 mil right now. I can teach you how to make money properly. I can teach you how to get stuff out of the collections from time capsules properly. Um, Pretty much everything that you can do in the game, but at a time where it's worth your time. You know what I mean? Like you're not just gonna just throw yourself in there and just doing any feat. You'll narrow down how to do it more properly. Um, Quick question: how many characters or superheroes or villains do you have? By the way. Oh wow! All right, I'm gonna tell you why that's a bad idea, Nightmare. Okay, so I'm kind of guessing that this is not your main tune, right? All right, so this is the reason why I'm saying this, so that way you get 400 skill points. All right, the reason why I say this is because the only time that is very helpful is like when you're doing seasonals. Oh, okay. Okay, so the main thing about what you're having with 5 different tunes, the only way that would actually benefit you is using seasonals. You know how we have to do those daily events or whatever, and it gets like repetitive and annoying. Start getting those collections and giving it to your main tune. That's a plus. But what I'm saying is, yeah, just no, Nightmare. Just stick to honestly two or three, because if you like having a villain, you know what I'm saying. Keep 2 or 3, 2 heroes and 1 villain, or however you have it. But what I'm saying is, this is how you make money. Okay, in my experience, anything you collect from your collections, either if it's for aura, material, style, whatever, give it to your main tune from the time capsules or whatever. Give it to your main tune. Then, like, let's say you have a duplicate collection and you know it's valuable in the broker because of that collection is really rare, like the OP gear or whatever. If you can sell it in the broker, give it to your second tune. Then when you give it to your second tune and he collects the collection from the mail again, don't equip it. Send the collection, like the cape or whatever it is, to your main tune. And if you can sell it in the broker, sell it to reimburse yourself for what you've done throughout the whole time getting that collection. So you're actually getting your money back. You know what I mean? Plus extra. That's how you make money. The second thing is, what was I gonna get at? I'm trying to see what I don't want to say stuff that you probably already know, but I'm just saying stuff that helps me get through a lot. Oh, okay. So on this is your main tune, correct? If you have 3 armories, that's perfect. One for your PvP, one for your main role, and your second role. Cause you know how I'm fire. I have a tank and DPS. I have everything maxed out. But anything that's OP, anything that's elite or from the vendor, it always goes to my main tune, which is the tank. My tank always has everything OP, everything elite, everything, right? But every time that I have like a second set of armor, that's pretty good, I'm gonna send it to my DPS. So that way I don't like have to switch off to different tunes doing the same mission. Because if you do that and you finish every mission and every raid by collecting the styles or whatever it is for the feats, you're doing it where you're not wasting your time. You know what I mean? You're not grinding on the same mission with 5 different other tunes. But if it comes to seasonal, like for collections and stuff like that, then I would recommend you keeping like 3 characters so you can do your seasonal with those 3 characters. But when it comes down to doing your PvE stuff and your PvP, stick to 1. You know what I mean? That way you're grinding in a timely manner. You know what I mean? You're not wasting your time. Does that make sense? have 3 armories. Oh, and then when you open your time capsules, okay, you want to know the rotation and how you do this? Alright, if you want it to be more free and not having to spend so much money on like opening $20 or $30 worth of time capsules, here's just what you do, okay? You open 40 to 60 time capsules at a time. How do you do that without paying? You go to the stabilizer factory. The stabilizer factory is free every day. It resets every day, and it gives you 6 if you're a member, and it gives you 3 if you're a legend. If you're a member, it gives you 6, and if you're premium, it gives you 3, right? If you constantly do that and save your keys, you know how when people get the time capsules at first, it gets really expensive to buy it in the broker? Don't even worry about it. At first, it takes a long time to get those time capsules because they're not released as often. But like after like 3 or 2 weeks from the content released from the time capsule, it starts coming out more rapidly. You'll get more time capsules faster. But the first 2 weeks that you get the time capsules, it's really hard to get it. So when people put a price on the time capsule, it's not really worth it. You know what I mean? Because eventually you're going to get it. Every single raid that you play when a time capsule releases, if you play every single raid, first players, 2-player, 4-player, 8-player raids, and you just grind, you will get a time capsule. You know what I'm saying? Every single raid that you play, you will get a time capsule because it's a different phase, it's different raid. You know, you're fighting different ads, but you'll more likely get another time capsule. That's another point. Just have fun and take my advice however you would like to, because me, I'm the type of person where I give you as best advice as I can on feats, how to get gear, how to get mods modded up correctly and stuff like that. I love to help you with. But if it's me constantly telling you what to do, nah, I don't do that. So yeah, Nightmare, have fun with this game. Communicate with the league if you want to. Do your own thing. Group up with the league. You know, do whatever you want. Yeah, just have fun. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go get my check. I am starving. My stomach is grumbling. So let's catch you on a little bit later. Welcome to the league. Oh, and actually, since you're actually really good, and I can tell, here. You're, I promoted you as Shadow Knight, so yeah, you could like invite people, but like invite people that have like a badass name that take time to actually think of a cool name to put on their character. Make sure they actually know how to know how to fight, and just for the fun of it, just do this. If they're at the same level as you, we're going to for right now for the league right now we're going for 50 members. The reason why we're going for 50 members is so that way we can actually build up our like CR skill points and stuff like that, kind of catch up. You know what I mean? Because if we keep using the generator system from all the points that we earned, the more people we have, the less percentage of health and healing out we get. So if we have a respectable amount of people in the league, we can actually manage it better, you know? But what I'm getting at from there is, yeah, you can invite people. Just make sure they have a badass name, and they know how to use their power, and they're at your level. Always fight somebody your level to see if they actually have skill. Never try to fight somebody that's lower your level because it's obvious you're gonna win. But just make it fun, you know? Cool. I'm glad that we're having an understanding now. But yeah, just think of this league like Deadpool, Batman, Wolverine, any anti-hero, basically. Venom, like that. Like, we're like that. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll see you later. Peace. And I'll see you guys in a little bit too.